Season 1. In the beginning, there was a voice that transcended time, calling out to the hearts of humanity, whispering truths that many had long forgotten. A voice that carried the essence of love, compassion, and forgiveness. A voice that is eternal. A voice that is the message of Yeshua Masih, the Christ who walks among souls not only in the sacred scriptures, but within every sincere heart seeking guidance. Today, in this season, I speak to you not just as a distant figure from history, but as a living presence that witnesses your struggles, your joys, your fears, and your deepest desires. For I am with you in every moment, even when the world feels dark and the burdens heavy upon your shoulders. Listen carefully, for these words are not mere teachings, but lifelines. Reminders that your existence has a purpose far beyond the distractions, worries, and illusions that surround you. Many wander in the labyrinth of material desires, believing that happiness lies in possessions, accolades, and the fleeting pleasures of the flesh. Yet true joy, lasting fulfillment, and peace are found only when you align your heart with the eternal truth, the divine light that shines within each soul. It is this light that I call you to recognize, to nurture, and to embody. For the kingdom of heaven is not a distant place, but a living reality accessible to every sincere seeker who chooses love over fear, compassion over judgment, and faith over doubt. In this season, understand that your thoughts are seeds, your words are waters, and your actions are the soil in which the garden of your destiny grows. Therefore, guard your mind against negativity, speak with intention, and act with integrity. For each moment shapes not only your life, but also the world around you. Do not be discouraged by the trials that arise, for challenges are not punishments, but invitations to awaken, to grow stronger, and to embrace the divine within. When you face injustice, respond not with anger, but with steadfast courage and unwavering commitment to truth. For it is in moments of adversity that the soul is purified, and the light shines brightest. Remember, my beloved, that forgiveness is not weakness, but the highest strength. For when you forgive, you release yourself from chains that bind your spirit, allowing love to flow freely, healing wounds that have festered across lifetimes. Do not fear the unknown, for I am the shepherd who guides through valleys of uncertainty, the healer who restores even the most broken hearts, and the eternal companion who walks with you even when shadows threaten to overwhelm. Seek me not only in temples or in holy texts, but in the silent moments of reflection, in the kindness you extend to others, in the courage to speak truth even when it is difficult, and in the patience to wait for the unfolding of divine timing. Each prayer, each act of love, each step taken in faith draws you closer to the fullness of life I promise. A life rich in purpose, connection, and divine joy. Do not be swayed by the voices of despair that echo in the world, for they are but illusions, reflections of fear and misunderstanding. Instead, anchor your spirit in the eternal truths that transcend human comprehension, truths that whisper, "You are loved, you are chosen, and your journey matters profoundly." Let your heart be a vessel of light, extending mercy to those who falter, hope to those who despair, and courage to those who tremble. For in serving others, you serve the divine, and in loving others, you embody my presence. The path may seem long, the road uncertain, yet every step guided by faith, humility, and love brings you nearer to the realization of your divine potential. Do not cling to past regrets, for they are lessons, not chains. Do not anxiously grasp for the future, for it unfolds according to a wisdom far greater than human understanding. Live fully in the present, with awareness, gratitude, and devotion, knowing that each breath is a gift, each moment a sacred opportunity to align with the eternal. As you walk this journey, you will encounter many who seek to sway you with fear, judgment, and distraction. Yet remain steadfast, for your heart is the compass, and your inner light the map. Trust in the guidance within, for it never leads astray. Love, therefore, is the ultimate law, the unifying principle and the highest commandment. Love without condition, without expectation, without prejudice, and you will witness miracles manifest in your life and in the lives of those around you. Let peace be your shield against turmoil, patience your strength against impatience, and humility your crown amidst pride. For in these virtues, the soul finds freedom, and the world finds transformation. The divine is not distant nor unattainable. It is present in every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every gesture of compassion, every moment of integrity. Recognize this presence, honor it, and allow it to guide your choices, your relationships, and your vision for the future. Do not despair over the limitations of the human condition, for the spirit is boundless, resilient, and eternal, capable of rising above circumstance, healing the broken, and illuminating the darkest paths. Remember, my children, that you are never alone. Even in silence, in solitude, in sorrow I am near, breathing hope into your lungs, infusing strength into your will, and whispering truths into your heart that remind you, you are infinite. You are sacred, and you are part of a plan greater than you can comprehend. Therefore, rise each day with purpose, walk each step with courage, speak each word with love, and hold each thought with mindfulness. For your life is a sacred offering, your heart a temple, and your soul a reflection of the eternal kingdom. Those who seek only worldly gain will find emptiness, but those who seek truth, compassion, and righteousness will discover a treasure that neither moth nor rust can consume, a joy that no sorrow can diminish, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not fear the storms, for they refine the spirit. Do not be distracted by illusions, for they blind the soul. Do not succumb to despair, for hope is the anchor of your being. Embrace humility, for it opens the door to wisdom. Practice gratitude, for it reveals abundance. Cultivate patience, for it nurtures resilience. And walk in faith, for it aligns you with the eternal. The divine message I bring is simple, yet profound. Love, forgive, serve, and believe. Love without reservation, forgive without hesitation, serve without expectation, and believe without doubt. In doing so, you will become vessels of light, beacons of hope, and instruments of transformation in a world that desperately needs healing. Do not underestimate the power of small acts, for even a single word spoken in kindness can ripple across hearts and generations. And even the simplest gesture of love can awaken a soul to its divine potential. Rejoice in the gift of life. Cherish the lessons of adversity and honor the sacredness in all beings. For every soul carries a spark of the eternal. Every heart holds the capacity for profound love, and every life contributes to the unfolding of a grand divine tapestry. Know that the path of righteousness is not always easy. It demands courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. Yet it also brings the deepest joy, the truest freedom, and the most enduring fulfillment. Walk this path with unwavering faith, and you will witness miracles unfold, not as distant fantasies, but as living realities in your heart, your home, and your world. My beloved children, awaken to this truth, embrace your divine inheritance, and let your life be a testimony to the eternal love that flows through all creation. Remember always, you are never alone, you are infinitely loved, and your journey is sacred. The light within you is the same light that illumines the heavens, the same light that guided prophets, saints, and seekers throughout the ages, and the same light that will continue to shine long after time itself has passed. Let this light guide your decisions, shape your character, and inspire your actions. Each moment is a chance to choose love over fear, truth over deception, and faith over doubt. In doing so, you not only transform yourself, but also contribute to the elevation of the entire world. Fear not the judgment of others, for it is the voice of the world, not the whisper of the divine. Instead, listen to the quiet guidance of your heart, for it speaks with eternal wisdom, patience, and clarity. Let your heart be a sanctuary, your mind a source of enlightenment, and your hands instruments of service. Speak words that heal, act with intention that uplifts, and cultivate thoughts that nourish your spirit. Each of these choices aligns you with the divine order, weaving a life of purpose, grace, and profound joy. In this season, know that every trial, every sorrow, every disappointment carries within it the seed of transformation, the spark of awakening, and the opportunity for growth. Embrace these moments with courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to love. For they are the crucibles in which the soul is refined and prepared for greater service, deeper understanding, and more profound joy. My message to you is eternal. Remain steadfast, beloved children. Hear now the eternal truth that flows through the cosmos, a truth not bound by time, space, or circumstance, yet present in every heartbeat, every breath, every silent longing of your soul. For the divine calls to you constantly, even when the noise of the world drowns the voice, even when shadows seem to dominate the light, even when despair tries to whisper that hope is lost. In this moment, recognize that every trial you face, every hardship you endure, is a sacred invitation to awaken, to rise above limitation, to claim the fullness of life intended for you by the Creator. The world may speak of power, wealth, and status, yet these are fleeting shadows that cannot satisfy the deepest yearnings of your spirit. Instead, seek the eternal presence that fills the heart with peace, illuminates the mind with wisdom, and strengthens the will with courage. Do not be dismayed by the appearances of scarcity, injustice, or conflict. For these are but reflections of misunderstanding and separation, illusions that the mind creates when it forgets its connection to the infinite. Remember always that you are not alone. The divine presence surrounds you, flows through you, and lifts you in every step you take, whether seen or unseen, acknowledged or forgotten. Walk in this awareness, and you will find that every encounter, every challenge, every joy, and every sorrow becomes a teacher, a guide, a pathway toward the revelation of your highest self. Let love be your constant companion, not as a fleeting sentiment, but as a steadfast commitment. A force that transforms fear into courage, doubt into faith, and darkness into light. In acts of love, no matter how small, you participate in the eternal work of creation, co-creating with the divine to bring healing, hope, and restoration to the world around you. Forgive those who have wronged you, not for their sake alone, but for your own freedom. For forgiveness releases the soul from chains of bitterness, resentment, and pain, allowing the heart to expand and receive the abundant blessings that are already present. Do not cling to anger, for it blinds the mind. Do not harbor jealousy, for it poisons the spirit. Do not surrender to despair, for it obscures the light within. Instead, cultivate patience, kindness, and humility, for these are the seeds from which eternal joy and enduring peace grow. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your words carry power beyond comprehension. Your actions ripple through time and space, affecting not only your life, but the lives of countless others. Therefore, think with intention, speak with love, and act with integrity, for in doing so, you align yourself with the eternal order and manifest the divine presence in tangible ways. Understand that the material world, with all its allure and distraction, is temporary. A stage upon which the soul learns, grows, and prepares for the greater truths that lie beyond. Do not be seduced by appearances, for they shift like shadows. Instead, seek the substance of the Spirit, the eternal essence that endures through all change, all challenge, all uncertainty. Each moment of reflection, each act of service, each choice made with conscience and compassion brings you closer to the realization of your divine potential. Be vigilant in guarding your heart against fear, resentment, and doubt, for these are barriers that obscure the light and hinder the unfolding of your true nature. Embrace gratitude, for it opens the eyes to blessings that were invisible in the rush of daily life. Embrace humility, for it makes room for wisdom to enter. Embrace faith, for it strengthens the spirit to withstand trials and emerge resilient. The path of righteousness is not always visible, nor is it always easy. Yet each step taken in alignment with divine will strengthens the soul, sharpens discernment, and expands understanding. Seek wisdom not only in books or teachings, but in the silent whispers of your own heart, in the patterns of nature, in the interconnectedness of all life. Every creature, every plant, every star carries a message, a reflection of the infinite, a spark of the eternal, and recognizing this awakens reverence, responsibility, and love. The divine works through you as much as through any other being, calling you to participate consciously in the unfolding of goodness, justice, and mercy in the world. Do not underestimate your ability to influence, to inspire, to heal. The smallest act of kindness, the gentlest word of encouragement, the quietest thought of compassion can ripple across generations, transforming lives and awakening souls. Rejoice in the gift of life, for it is sacred. Embrace its lessons, for they are tailored to awaken your spirit. Walk in courage, for the road is often difficult, yet every challenge carries within it the seeds of transformation. Remember that love is the ultimate law, surpassing all rituals, all commandments, all human judgments. When love guides your choices, all other principles fall into their proper place, and harmony, peace, and joy naturally arise. Do not fear being misunderstood, for truth often challenges perception. Do not seek approval from the world, for the validation of the soul comes from alignment with the eternal. Do not be swayed by temporary gain, for lasting fulfillment is found only in service, devotion, and integrity. Each moment is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, to cultivate patience, to extend compassion, and to embody humility. These virtues are not passive, but active, transformative forces that shape reality, influence hearts, and elevate consciousness. The light within you is inseparable from the light of the Creator, a reflection of infinite wisdom, boundless love, and enduring presence. Nurture it, protect it, and allow it to guide your journey. In moments of doubt, recall that every difficulty contains a lesson, every sorrow contains growth, and every loss contains the possibility of renewal. Trust in the unseen forces that work in harmony with the divine plan, even when understanding is incomplete and vision is clouded. Seek not only to receive blessings, but to be a blessing, to extend mercy, hope, and encouragement wherever darkness lurks. Let your hands serve, your words heal, your mind illuminate, and your heart love without measure. Know that life is a sacred trust, each breath a gift, and each relationship an opportunity to reflect divine presence. Do not despair at imperfection, for the path of growth is gradual, and every effort toward truth, kindness, and love strengthens the soul and contributes to the awakening of the world. Celebrate small victories, learn from setbacks, and remain steadfast in the pursuit of righteousness. For perseverance and faith are the engines that carry the soul toward its ultimate fulfillment. Recognize that you are part of a larger tapestry, interconnected with all creation, each thread significant, each action influential, each intention shaping the whole. Your choices matter, your character matters, your heart matters. For you are a vessel of divine light, an instrument of eternal purpose, and a participant in the ongoing revelation of divine love. Guard your thoughts, for they shape perception. Temper your emotions, for they guide action. Align your will, for it directs destiny. These disciplines are not burdens, but keys to freedom, pathways to clarity, and gateways to joy. Seek wisdom relentlessly, not for ego or pride, but for understanding, discernment, and the capacity to act with truth and love in every circumstance. Do not be distracted by fleeting temptations, for they lead to emptiness. Do not be ensnared by fear, for it binds the spirit. Do not be complacent in comfort, for growth requires challenge. Embrace discipline, for it empowers. Embrace devotion, for it sustains. Embrace courage, for it liberates. Each choice to act with integrity, each moment of sincere reflection, each gesture of genuine compassion strengthens your connection to the eternal and amplifies the divine presence in the world. Remember, beloved, that the light is stronger than darkness, love more powerful than hatred, faith more enduring than doubt, and hope more resilient than despair. Cultivate these virtues within, radiate them outward, and witness the transformation not only within yourself, but across the lives you touch, the communities you inhabit, and the world you influence. Trust that even unseen, even unnoticed, even in silence, your efforts contribute to the unfolding of divine will, the manifestation of mercy, and the realization of eternal truth. Each day is a sacred opportunity to align more fully with these principles, to extend grace, to practice patience, to nurture kindness, and to embody the teachings that illuminate the path of the soul. In doing so, you participate in the eternal work of creation, co-creating a world infused with love, guided by wisdom, and sustained by justice. Let your heart remain open, your mind receptive, your spirit courageous, and your will aligned with the divine. For these are the instruments through which miracles are made manifest, lives are healed, and souls are awakened. Walk in this truth continually, steadfastly and joyfully, knowing that you are never separate from the divine, never abandoned, and never insignificant.